All right, everyone. My name's Angelia Petrillo. Thank you for coming out tonight to the B spot. Yeah. I'm a lady. I'm a lady comedian, or else I try to put myself into that category. I think the tits really fool people sometimes because I don't know how many chin hairs make up like a full beard, but I'm starting to get increasingly worried. And also, just last week, I basically took a meatball out of the garbage and ate it, almost. And I feel like a meatball. I feel like those are like characteristics of Bigfoot, right? Like big and hairy and scrounging through the garbage for food. But also, I feel like because a meatball was involved, they're just characteristics of being Italian, like big and hairy and eating meatballs out of the garbage, right? I'm the worst kind of Italian you can be, you guys. It's not Sicilian. It's Catholic Italian, which is just fucking horrible. It's like 25% Italian, 75% guilt. It's horrible. I'm literally gonna have to go to confessions every single time I say pussy tonight, which is gonna be like at least 50 times. Yeah. So, it kind of sucks being Catholic Italian, being raised like that. I was raised in a really conservative family. I didn't really know what a vagina was until I was 12 years old, which sucks. I didn't know a lot about sex. I grew up in Scranton. I remember when the V-spot was first open, I thought it was like a different name, like a different part of the vagina that I had never heard about before. And I was like, I know there's the G-spot, but where's the V-spot? And I literally spent weeks until years later, I found out his name is Vinny. And I'm like, oh, but is there a V-spot?
Less hairy.
Less hairy. For me, being the oldest child, I read an article recently that said that the oldest children have the least amount of sex, which congrats Anthony, this is my brother, he's in the fields, congrats to all the sex you're having because he's the youngest. Yeah. I feel like the oldest child is just like a science experiment. Do any of you guys feel like that? It's like that piece of lettuce, it's like that piece of lettuce that you buy and you just throw in the back of the fridge to see what happens to it, right? And it becomes moldy and just filled with, I'll tell you what happens to it, okay? It turns into a ball of emotions with low self-esteem that eats its feelings. Okay, that's what happens to your ball of lettuce. I am gay, you guys. Sorry, boys.
How gay are you?
How gay are you? And I know you guys are thinking, you're like, Angelia, are you gay? Because, you have long hair, and you kind of look like a girl, you look more girly, and are you sure you're not just some fat, straight, white girl who no guy wants to fuck? And I thought that too. And then also, being from a Catholic, Italian, conservative family, I was like, Jesus would want you to be sure that you're gay. So I thought to myself, I'm like, Angelia, you've never rode a plane, a train, or a dick before. It's about time that you cross one of those things off of your list. I'm thinking about advice that my mom gave me when I was younger. She was like, Angelia, you don't know if you like something until you try it. And I think she was referring to Brussels sprouts and not dick, but I was like, Angelia, you're gonna do it, you're gonna ride a dick for Jesus. So I know, you guys, I'm trying to be a good Catholic, okay? They want me to be straight, I'm gonna try. So I lined it up, right? And I'm like, a hole's a hole. It was fine. It felt absolutely fine. Until he asked me, you guys know what he asked me. Do you know what he asked me to do next? He asked me to put my mouth on his penis. And at this point, I'm like, all right, Angelia, you signed up for this experience, right? You're gonna be a champ, all right? You're gonna do it, you're gonna crawl down there and suck this dick. You're gonna suck it for Jesus. And I went down there and I looked at it and I got real up close and I lined up my eye with its eye and I'm just kind of trying to imagine it as something attractive, right? And I see it's two little things and they're covered with fur and it has this long thing kind of coming out of it. And I'm like, Angelia, it looks just like a Jim Henson Muppet, right? It's just you love Fraggle Rock. You can do it. And I just close my eyes and suck the dick away. You could be gay another day. And I'm sucking on his dick, and all of a sudden, guys, all of a sudden, I don't know if I drank too much wine and like I drank it too fast, or if it went too far in and it just kind of like got stuck on something, but I puked all over his dick. I did, which it was the proudest lesbian moment of my life. Sorry, Jesus. I tried, which sucks because I feel like I'm gonna fail Trump's dick sucking test, which is eventually gonna happen when he just like lines all of us up to see who's gay and who's not in the gay con. Like, I'm not gonna go there, but like that could potentially happen. But also I feel like now I might get into heaven because like I feel like I'm gonna come to the gates of heaven and like, yeah, I'll have the label gay on me, but God will be like, you tried, my child. You tried. Thank you, Jesus. So New Year's is coming up, right guys? Which is great. Yeah, I love New Year's. I love New Year's resolutions. I love like being forced to pretend I'm gonna go on a diet every first of the year. Like just because I'm fat, I have to like, you know, Snapchat pictures of my almonds for like 6 weeks straight. Just to fucking make everyone believe I'm eating healthy. I really don't have to lose weight because I'm in a relationship. No, I'm just kidding. I want to lose weight. I've been trying actually to lose weight. I actually lost about 50 pounds recently. So, yeah, thank you. Can we give a round of applause for like working out and eating healthy? Yeah. I lost 10 pounds at first, and then I like gained 5 back, and then I lost 2 and gained 3 and lost 7 and gained 18, and like I think altogether I lost 50 pounds. Yeah, I want to lose more weight because I'm sick of people just getting a boner over my personality and like not anything else about me. So I'm like, you know, I was thinking about what kind of things I can do to get more in shape, and I thought about yoga. Doing yoga. Do any of you guys do yoga in the audience? No? None of you do yoga? Well, I'll show you a little bit of yoga. And I know what you guys are thinking. You're like, Angelia, can fat people do yoga? And yes, it's a common misconception. I feel like yoga is just a lot of common household moves done around the house on an everyday basis, only with like different names for them. So for example, there's the tree pose, or if you guys ever got a bite in the summer, like a mosquito bite on your leg, and you want to actually bend down and get it, you just kind of like go like this. You've all done it. And there's mountain pose, so you like reach up like this and you extend your arms, and you just reach up. You can like kind of make like a nice little extension like this, or if you guys ever like bought a piece of candy and you wanted to hide it from everyone else and you put it on the fridge and then you couldn't reach it and you're like this, and then you have to grab the spatula and you're like trying to knock it off. And there is, I'm gonna get down, there is sunbird pose, which is where you extend your one leg and your opposite arm. Or if you're ever laying on the bed and you drop the remote, but you don't actually want to get off the complete bed to get the remote, you can just kind of go like this. And then there's a nice little stretch. It's cat and cow. So you have cat, and it kind of arches the back like this, and then cow looks up to the sun. Or if you guys have ever been like super drunk at like 3 o'clock in the morning and you're just like crawling around your front lawn and you're like, please God, please don't let me throw up. Oh my God. All right, just don't let me shit. Please, I need to get laid tonight. So yeah, I mean, yoga's working for me. Yeah, I got a lot of strength. My Kegel muscles are on point. But like I said, I don't really have to lose weight because I'm in a relationship. Are you guys in a relationship, any of you guys? Clap your hands if you're in a relationship. Clap your hands if your significant other makes you make poor food decisions. Just order out all the time. Just kidding, not blaming you. But like, you gain weight in a relationship. I feel like when you're first in a relationship at the beginning, everything's all like wonderful and happy, and like you don't even fart around each other, right? Like you literally like will go into the other room and spread your ass cheeks as far apart as you can get it, just so it comes out like, and like you can't hear a sound. Like you are super like highly in tune. But after a while, I feel like no one gives a shit. You're not taking showers for a couple days. You're not washing your hair. You're laying around. Maybe you have sex. You find a piece of popcorn under their boob. I'm not saying that happened to me, but like I feel like it did happen to me. So I feel like though, sometimes when you're in a relationship, even though it might not be what you want, you still do it because you love that person and you still want to have sex. And sometimes, no matter how nasty it may get, you just sometimes have to have a little bit of a drink. You can get drunk. You can turn that down. I'll turn it down. And then, so I kind of changed the words. Back when we first used to date, not gonna start over. I used to love to go down on you, but now your pussy doesn't taste so great. But I know when that pussy stank, I'ma need another drink. I know when that pussy stank, I'ma need another drink. Ever since it's been official, you started wearing sweatpants every day now. You're even throwing your pubic hair out. I'll think but not say that it smells like trout. And ever since you stopped eating your fruits, I can't even eat it on the regular. Girl, you need to settle for a finger. Don't complain, you should have washed your twat before. I used to love to go down on you. Back when we first used to date. But since we've been together, I always asphyxiate. And I know when that pussy stinks, I'ma need another drink. I wrote a chorus for you guys who like dick, alright? Need another drink. Ever since it's been together, you won't shave your balls and that's so wrong. No foreplay, but I'm sucking your dong. You wanna put it where it don't belong. And ever since it's been official, you got exactly what you asked for. One blowjob a month and not anymore. Don't push my head down there, I'm not your whore. I used to love to go down on you. Late night when you need my love. But since we've been together, you just give my head a shove. And I know when that dick is stank, I'ma need another drink. I know you guys want to sing it, so you can. I know when that dick is stank, I'ma need another drink. These days, all I do is wonder if you're washing up that pussy for someone else. Wonder if you're shaving up that ball sack for someone else. Wearing your deodorant and humping at someone else. You don't need no one else. You don't need nobody else. No, I'll fuck you when you're gross. Tell your ass adios. We could stay at home, get sweaty, and try to bone. You should just be yourself. I'll drink the whole damn shelf. I used to love to go down on you. Back when we first used to date. But since we've been together, your pussy doesn't taste so great. And I know when that pussy stinks, come the fuck on! I'ma need another drink, yes. I know when that pussy stinks, I'ma need another drink. Ever since it's been official. Thanks guys, I'm Angelia Petrillo. You can see me around town and like me on Facebook.